What's good, boys? And in today's video, I'm going to be explaining the full content strategy that is trending right now in 2026 so you guys can hit 10,000 followers and also hit those 10K months. A lot of you guys are literally just going ahead, posting flat lay videos, posting, model videos in a random location. But in today's video, this is where everything stops. I'm going to be debunking every single thing that you guys need to be doing in 2026 to make your content go viral every single time. And if you guys do not know who I am, my name is JoJo. I've scaled multiple brands to 6 figures. I even did it live on my YouTube channel. I posted drop days. I posted failed drop days. I keep it all real 100% every single time. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Alrighty, so as you guys can see right here, $10,000 in a month from June 5th through the 30th. I'll go ahead and refresh it just to show you guys. Okay, now you guys can see right here how on his drop day last month, it did 1.1K first hour. Okay, you guys can see this was posted 1 month ago. Look at the following count, 5,532 followers. Okay, look at that, 12,000 followers. I'll go ahead and refresh it. Crazy. And we're about to go ahead, start up a new drop, gonna go absolutely crazy. So I'm gonna show you guys the exact content strategy that this brand here did so that he can go ahead and reach that following and also reach the numbers that he's hitting, 10K a month. Alrighty, so as you guys can see right here, 10 bands last month from June 5th through the 30th. So that was only about 25 days of actual, dropping since we had to do promo and all that stuff. But yeah, you guys can see 1K days doing super good, crazy, 12,000 reach over to the website and a 2.2 conversion rate, going absolutely insane. But yeah, 10 bands right here. Then also you guys can see, keep in mind this following 5.5, so 5,532 followers. And this was posted 1 month ago on June 5th. Okay, let's look at the following now. 12.1K. Absolutely crazy. I have everything here that we're going to go over so that you guys can do the exact same thing step by step without doing any guesswork. We got a whole new drop coming out on August 14th. We're about to go absolutely crazy. I genuinely just cannot wait for this drop. It's going to go dumb. So without further ado, boys, let's get straight into it. Alrighty, boys. So when it comes down to content, everything that you post matters. Okay, these are the 6 type of content, type of formats you guys should be posting. If not, you're going to fail every single step of the way. Let me go ahead and explain. Flat lay videos. Okay, flat lay videos do really good, especially when you transition them into a model video. Like you show them on the floor and then, they got 3 seconds after they're on top of a model and it looks flat. Those do really good. Another one is model images. Okay, when you guys are doing model images, you guys need to be showing, like a type of like lifestyle towards it. Don't be going ahead and just having them stand like a fucking pencil. All right, those things do not work. You want to go ahead and actually take them to sell something. Give that feeling away. Like, when I look at this image, I'm like, okay, damn, he's walking with his girl, they're matching, that's fire. You know what I mean? That's how you want to think when you're taking your model picture, so that the consumer who's actually watching it is going to be like, you know what, that is hard. Same thing for model videos. Literally do the same exact thing. What I would do is go over to this brand Bully and literally just copy their type of content. It is super good. Whoever is creating it and directing it is doing super good. I don't know if it's the owner or they have their own team handling it, but look, they are cooking, especially when it comes to content. Same thing for the videos. You want to go ahead and sell a type of lifestyle when you guys are, making these videos of the models and stuff like that. Don't just have them standing there like a pencil. All right, get ready with me videos. These do so good. The reason why is because it's also giving that social proof. Don't go ahead and make it yourself. Have like an influencer make it, or one of your customers make it. When you guys go ahead and have a customer or influencer make it, it shoots through the roof. One of my students, Tane, he had one of these big influencers make a get ready with me videos on his track pants. Bro, blew up like crazy. Got like, I think if I'm not mistaken, like 1 million views. Okay, so these videos here do really good and it'll give you a lot of social proof and also build a lot of trust. Now, another one is lifestyle videos. Okay, lifestyle videos do really good because it's giving that, you're selling that lifestyle. You're not just selling a product anymore, you're selling a lifestyle. So when you go ahead and you mix in the product plus the lifestyle, I'm telling you, you literally print unlimited money. That's literally it. Like once you start doing this content right here, you're going to print really good money. Now you do all 6 of these combined. Oh my goodness, you are going to be a print lord. Like literally, you are going to be printing money out the ass, which again, I have a lot to go ahead and show you guys in this video. I want you guys to go ahead and take a picture of this type of content here and, keep this in the back of your pocket. Okay, because these things here are very important. If you guys are making any other videos other than this, you know, you're just doing it completely wrong. So without further ado, let's go over to the next slide. Okay. I'm going to go in detail over all of these things so that you guys can understand it, so that you guys are not just creating these type of content based upon what you guys think is right. Okay. Remember, everything here within these 6 different type of content strategies and formats, they are all done in a specific way to go viral. Okay. You cannot just go ahead and free for all it. Okay. You know, you can't just hop in the studio and just, you know, rap whatever the hell you want. No, there has to be a certain formula how to do it. So let me go ahead and explain it to you. Flat lay images. It clearly shows the product, colors, and details. They make your brand look professional. Okay. You're literally going ahead and showing the customer exactly on what you're selling. Those do super good. And again, when we get more towards the end of the video, I'm going to show you guys exactly what images you guys should be using for those so that it can work for you. You know, I'm not going to just leave you guys in the dust. I'm going to show you guys full examples and everything like that so you guys can go ahead and copy. Now, for flat lay videos, this is pretty much bringing the product to life by showing the fabric, the quality, and the details up close. That's exactly what you guys want. So mix flat lay images and videos together. If you guys run those both as ads with get ready with me videos or lifestyle videos, it's going to absolutely cook. But now moving over to model images. Okay. This helps the customer visualize how the clothes fits and would look on them. One thing that I love to do is, you know, have different size models wear the product. So for example, size small, medium, large, and XL. And then from there, you know, I put their height, their weight, and everything like that so that the certain customer, even if he's like a medium, a small, or XL, they'll know exactly on what size to get without questioning it or without, you know, having that customer drop off because they don't know what size they're going to get. I've seen it happen so many freaking times that customers go ahead and they like the clothes, but they don't know if it's going to fit them. So then they just drop off and don't buy. Think about how many times that is happening to you with your brand over and over and over again because you guys do not have the weight and the height of your model. Like all these things are very, very important. But now let's move over to model videos. This is showing the real fit and movement, removing doubt before a customer's purchase. So for example, you know, you want to show off every angle from the side angle, the back angle, the front, you know, a 90-degree angle. You want to show them every single angle as possible so that they can see exactly on how this product is going to fit on the body from every single direction. Okay. Remember, some people may have a popped out belly. Some people may have, you know, one of those saggy bellies. Some people may have one of those wad bellies. You know what I mean? So you got to go ahead and show with every angle on how it's going to fit so that you can go ahead and show the customer exactly how it's going to fit. Okay. I'm not saying to get a fat model. All right. Definitely don't do that. Especially if you're trying to, you know, build up a luxury streetwear brand or, you know, build up a really like, you know, fancy brand. Don't do that. I would say stick to, you know, skinny models. You know, even me myself, I'm a little big, but you know, I mean, that doesn't mean that I'm going to go ahead and model everything for my clothes. But get ready with me videos. Naturally sell the product by showing customers how to style it and wearing it. This is literally the most, if you want me to ask me, this is the most easiest way to make money. You know, when you're doing get ready with me videos, especially if it's an influencer that's really known, bro, you're going to print so much money because, dude, you're literally just effortlessly selling it. You know what I mean? By showing the whole outfit, showing them how they're breaking it down. You know, they're watching the full video because they want to see the shirt, the pants, the shoes, the socks, the hat, the accessories. So, you know, it's going to make them feel more of a connection with them since they're like, oh, you know what? Dang, he put those pants on. I like those too. Oh, he put that t-shirt on. Oh, I like that t-shirt too. Yo, he wears that jewelry too. So it's just nonstop building up connections with that type of video. And then from there, they instantly buy your product. That's exactly what we want. Let me go ahead and move up my camera just a bit. Lifestyle videos. Sell the life behind the clothing. Customers stop wanting just a product. They want to be a part of the brand. Okay. This is super important. Okay. We're going to talk about this real quick. People do not want to go ahead and just buy a product. Okay. When people are looking to buy products, they can go to the mall or they can go to Adidas. Remember, these people want to be a part of your brand. They want to be a part of something new. So if your brand is, you know, in the struggling phase of making content, isn't really going viral, doesn't really have so much of a big fan base and just have manufacturers spamming their comments, it is time to go ahead and start making lifestyle content so that you can have a whole fan base and wanting to be a part of what you are making. I cannot stress this enough. What I was doing back last year when I made this new brand in October, I was literally just doing flat lay videos and just, you know, regular on body videos inside my storage unit. And that shit didn't work. I was literally getting hardly any sales. All right. If I got a sale, I was freaking lucky. And one thing that I realized is like, dude, if you're not a big brand, for example, I had this brand John Gas. I had it for like 3 years and I was able to go ahead and scale it up really fast. And I would literally effortlessly make content and it will just sell. But that's because I had a following. That's because I had a big SMS list. That's because my ad account had a lot of data. So in that case, when I made up the new brand last year in 2025 of October, I was doing the same thing that I was doing for John Gas, but it's completely different. And that's where a lot of people go ahead and mess things up. They go ahead and they copy, other brands' content and they use it for their brand with hardly any following, trying to go viral. That's not how it works. Okay, you need to do a certain formula depending on what position you were in for your brand. Because think about it, if it was that easy to go ahead and just copy something from a big brand, how many other of these small brands would just blow up just like them? Stop trying to go ahead and copy all these big brands. You need to do the certain formula that is going to go ahead and make your content go absolutely crazy. I want to go ahead and pull this up for you guys for one of my students, TJ. He sold out in literally 3 days. Simply just going ahead and making the content that I told him to post and using the pretty much the special SMS pre-drop campaign method that we do. We're also doing it right now, but I'll go ahead and show you guys a quick little example of this. So this is it here. Pretty much how it is you just want to put who wants one, need models. That's literally it. And then for the description, you want to put comment your HTML model with the drop date. Now, is it that easy? No. Is there a lot more parts to it? Yes. Okay. But on top of that, this is literally just the base of it. So this video here got 93K views. You guys can see right here, 93K. And you guys can see the lighting is not that good. This does not mean that you need to go ahead and have a $10,000 photo shoot at all, right? If I'm not mistaken, this was done in front of like a plaza or something like that. So bro, you know what I mean? Like go ahead and start cooking up some good content like that. It literally does not cost anything to make content nowadays. Like you can see people copying from his brand. Meanwhile, guys, before this, he was literally struggling to even get a sale for his brand. So once we made that change to go ahead and start selling a lifestyle content, started to go ahead and actually build connections with the audience, everything changed after that. That's exactly what you guys should be doing to make that change as well. Once again, there's no difference between you and my other students. It all is just based upon on the decisions that you guys make. It's all about on who is going to go ahead and actually do the work, put in the time, put in the money. That's literally it. So stop comparing yourself to all these big brand owners, bro. At the end of the day, we all live the same lives. We all, bleed the same blood. At the end of the day, go ahead, do the fucking work. Okay, listen to what I'm saying. I'm giving you guys free sauce every day. And if you guys want to go ahead and work one-on-one with me directly, it's going to be the first link down in the description. So let's move over to step 3. This one is so important. Oh man, I cannot stress this one enough. Let me show you guys this one. Bam! Top of funnel, middle funnel, bottom of funnel. Okay, this is where the content comes in at. I told you guys I was going to go ahead and show you all the content that needs to be made. I'll go ahead and put my camera down here and I'll just move it once we get to BOF. So let's go over to top of funnel. Okay, top of funnel is meant to grab attention and introduce your brands to people who never seen it before. Okay, so for example, you guys want to be posting content like this, and this. Okay, so 3-step rule: influencer, lifestyle pick, and an up close detail of the unique product. So like for example, he has a watch right there. He has the holster that his watch. That's fire if you ask me. That's something that I literally want to do. So make sure that when you guys are making top of funnel content, this top of funnel content is literally meant to introduce your brand to new people. Do not show top of funnel content to somebody who has been following for a month already. It genuinely just does not make any sense at all. Why? Because top of funnel is meant for, a whole new audience. I remember when I was first starting out about, 2023 it was. Bro, I struggled with this so bad. I had no idea what the hell top of funnel, middle funnel, bottom of funnel was. I swear I was literally just making, flat lay content and some unbodied content. And that was literally just it. I thought that that was it. I paid for an influencer, paid like $75 for him. Thought that was going to take my brain off to the next level. Wrong. Once you literally get top of funnel, middle funnel, and bottom of funnel on lock with ads and organic, bro, you are unstoppable. It is literally impossible for you to go broke. That's literally how powerful this strategy is. And all these big brands are doing it. Okay, there's another brand called Flare.us, if I'm not mistaken. They do it amazingly. I made a video about them. Bro, they did it so damn good. But now let's move over to middle funnel. This right here is going to go ahead and build trust and makes interested viewers want the product even more. So let's put it this way. They already seen your content through top of funnel. Like for example, they seen these pictures here. Now they're going to come over here, follow my cursor, and go into middle funnel. Now our whole goal is to build trust and make interested viewers want the product even more. And this is the type of content that we'll go ahead and make for middle funnel. We'll have an influencer here. We'll have, flat lay products here that are taken very aesthetically. Then we'll also show us, our success with the drops. So, we'll show us wearing the clothes with all of the orders in the back. I do this all the time and it just works 99%. Okay. So you guys need to be taking content like this. Now, if you guys are like, oh, I haven't gotten any orders like that. Well, that means that either there's a marketing problem, a website problem, a product problem, a backend system problem. There could be a lot of problems going on. So just make sure you guys dial in and figure out exactly what is the problem so you guys can get a picture like this. Once you guys have at least 10 pictures like this, that's it. Your brain goes to the fucking moon. For example, we just had Illusion do this for a video. We ran it as an ad. I swear we ended up making around 6K just off of that video. That's literally how powerful these type of videos are because it shows so much social proof. Somebody who, for example, likes this hoodie right here, they will not buy on because they feel like you're not going to ship. I promise you probably 70 to 60% of your, audience is probably thinking like, oh, he probably doesn't ship. That's literally it. So once you post a picture like this or you run it as an ad, bro, you just absolutely print. Now let's move over to bottom of funnel. I'm going to go ahead and move the camera. You guys can go ahead and see it. But yeah, bottom of funnel is super important because this is where the customers are going to actually buy. Okay, this is where the money is going to actually be brought into your pocket and sent to those payouts. So bottom of funnel removes the funnel doubts and gives the customer a reason to buy now. So how do we do that? Let me go ahead and show you guys. 50,000 follower exclusive surprise drop. It's showing, all the exclusive products right here. This is exactly what we want. We want to show like, we have 50,000 followers. You are a part of the following group. We're going to make this exclusively for you. There you go. We're giving them a reason to go ahead and buy. We're giving them that urgency, saying it's exclusive. And I'm not gonna lie, these products are really cool. The ad creative is really good. That's exactly what we want. Now for bottom of funnel, them going ahead, for example, you guys can literally do this yourself. Just lay it down on the floor and have all the details on, showing, popping with you wearing the hoodie. This picture right here is literally insanely good. Okay, if I was you guys, I would literally take this picture right now and do this for your brand. Because if not, man, there's a lot of money being missed on the table right now. Okay. First of all, people want to see behind the scenes. People want to build that like that personal connection with you. Okay, so when they're seeing, you going ahead and making the content, looking at the product like that, fixing all the little details, they're being a part of behind the scenes. And that's exactly what they want. Remember, you're not Balenciaga, you're not freaking Louis Vuitton. You don't have this crazy audience with an in-person store that is in the designer district or in New York and in LA and Miami, all these different places. Like, you are a brand that is trying to go ahead and get there. So what do you have to do? You have to take these little steps like that. Okay. Same thing here for bottom of funnel. We pretty much just want to give them, buy one, get a free beanie. Let me go ahead and move my camera. Buy one, get a free beanie. Okay. We want to give them a bigger reason to actually purchase, then also build that urgency only while stock lasts. Okay. And we want to have like a nice aesthetic picture here. Nothing too crazy, no crazy photo shoot type of picture. Just something simple like this. Okay. Once you guys understand exactly on what it takes to make these, effortless content, like think about how effortless these concept pictures are. They're so effortless. Everybody wants to go ahead and spend thousands and thousands of dollars on marketing. But honestly, guys, that's genuinely not the case. That's not what you guys need to do every single time. Okay, I went ahead and invested maybe $100 into marketing. Bro, that was probably one of my biggest months ever. Okay, then there's been a time where I invested maybe $7,000-$8,000 on, just literally one day worth of content, and I maybe made 20K. So I'm not saying the more money you spend, the less you're going to make, or the less money you spend, the more you're going to make. That's not what I'm saying. But for your first couple jobs, if you don't really got paper like that, bro, you don't have to do too much with content. You know what I mean? Now, am I saying that you can start up a clothing brand when you're broke? Absolutely not. No, you definitely can't. Bulk orders alone cost like 2-3 bands, 4 bands. Ads alone cost like 2-3K. You know what I mean? And especially if you want like that, for example, like that one-on-one help, you can easily pay around 10K for that. The info space inside of the clothing brand industry is not cheap at all. Mainly because that there's so many different parts of the niche that you have to learn, like marketing, web development, all that crazy stuff, organic marketing, paid ad marketing, winning product collections, talking to different influencers, where you can easily spend 3K with an influencer. Easily. Everybody's trying to go for those $100, $200, $50 freaking influencers, bro. Those influencers aren't going to really do much. For you to go ahead and actually get that, you have to get like 30, 40 different influencers for, a long period of time in order for that to actually build up your brand. If, you guys want to do influencer marketing, you guys get one big influencer, pay them 2-3 bands, bro. You blow up just like that if it's done correctly. Okay. I'm not saying to go ahead and just do it and then that flops and you guys blame it. You guys blame it on me. Don't do that. Make sure you guys are doing it correctly and supervised. Alrighty, now for my student results. Okay, I'm going to show you guys everything from worst to great. Also, there's going to be a free training in the first link down in the description. You guys can go ahead and watch. It's going to teach you exactly how to print numbers just like this. It's going to go more in depth on content, top of funnel, middle funnel, bottom of funnel, meta ads, everything that you guys are thinking of to go and actually scale your brand. So the first brand that we have here that are one of my students that got really good results in 4 days, from the 26th through the 1st, they ended up printing 4.3K, which is about $1,000 every single day. 1,800 SMS subscribers. You guys can see in a 90-day period, 1,600 was gained, which my mentorship is 3 months, which is 90 days. And then you guys can also see here, Ruler Attire, we are locked in for pretty much a year. Ruler Attire came to me. His brand was doing really good. Then it kind of fell off. And, not in no bad way at all. It's just that, systems were not in place. Website was not in place. Marketing was not in place. We ended up going ahead and fixing that. Immediately jumped to $53,000 in a 3-month period. Absolutely printed with 2,400 SMS subscribers. Yeah, absolutely cooked. But then you guys can see right here, Illusion.us, 10.7K, which I showed you guys in the beginning, with 2.4K SMS subscribers. I don't know if you guys can see, a big jump here, but depending on the amount of SMS subscribers you guys have is, practically, a decent amount of money that you guys are going to make. So when it comes to SMS marketing, do not sleep on it. This is going to literally carry your sales on the back end. Okay, while you guys are sleeping, this is what's going to carry the sales. When you guys are sleeping, Meta Ads is going to go ahead and pick up those new customers for you. And whatever customers do not buy, SMS is going to literally lift them up and make them purchase. So make sure you guys are making all of that done correctly. Now, we also just had Casa Bodega. This is one of my other students, Brianna. We literally just had the drop last Friday, ended up printing 500 in literally 1 hour. You guys can see right there, the big, nice little jump right there. And this brand here has 529 SMS subscribers. You guys can see in the last literally in a month, 526 was gained. So once again, boys, your SMS list is what is going to make you the money, okay? Your content is what's going to make you the money. That's exactly why I showed you guys the funnels that you guys need to be using, which is top of funnel, middle funnel, bottom of funnel. I showed you guys the 6 pieces of content that you guys need to be making literally every single drop, okay? If I was you guys, literally be a crackhead on content. Just post 3 times a day. If you guys are not posting 3 times a day, bro, there's going to be people like me, people like my students who are posting 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day. Okay, remember, this is all a competition at the end of the day with everybody. You're literally competing with Valley, Balenciaga, Louis Vuitton. You're competing with all these different people. If you were not going ahead and taking the extra step and doing everything that's right, what do you feel like is going to happen? Yeah, we'll give you guys 3 seconds. YouTube editor, put 3 seconds on the timer right here. Let me see. 3 seconds so that they can go ahead and comment exactly on what the hell's going to happen. 3, 2, 1. Nothing. You're going to stay behind. Okay? At the end of the day, I don't want you guys staying behind, and I highly doubt you guys, want yourselves staying behind. And that's exactly what I made the free training in the first link down in the description for. So you guys can learn every single thing for completely free. And if you guys want to go ahead and work one-on-one with me directly, it's going to be the first link down in the description underneath the free training video. But without further ado, boys, I love you all. Peace.